Be on the lookout for an intergalactic bank robber.
Was it you? Alexa!
Well, is he white or red? Is he black or blue? Is he furry or scaly? 3 arms or 2?
Hey yo, shout out Sid, dude. The first thing she said was, is he white?
Is he white?
Richard, please get me. I'm coming. You what?
I'll never get tired of how down to earth this cast is. Every episode, there's a hint of something that reminds me of just how perfect they are as an ensemble. Like, it's not all serious 24/7.
Guy is not evil.
Tell that to the newly made convertible. I'm sounding like Bridge now, aren't I?
He was yellow-orange.
Is he white?
There's an episode that hints at Jack and Sid being possibly an item at some point, and I love it a lot because I think the pairing is really fun.
Great. 1 gourmet pizza with everything on it.
Introducing Pizza Hut's new ultimate stuffed crust pizza.
With everything on it. It's buttery.
Butter?
They bond over Jack not understanding birthdays, and they end up having a surprise one thrown for Sid, with her declaring that the both of them share the same birthday now. Like, it's cute.
Happy birthday, Sid. Sorry. Being a ranger doesn't pay that much.
$7? Are you serious?
So many good episodes of, well, I mean, we could really stop there. So many good episodes. That pretty much sums it up there for SPD, to be honest. No, but just so many good episodes that deal with trust and even prejudice, not placing judgment due to appearance. The series starts off with that early during a Bridge-centered episode where everyone just assumes one guy robbed a bank because he's an alien that was just there after it happened.
A robbery at the Colony National Bank. Stop him.
Mind you, Bridge has powers that give him information about those involved, and he presents this to the Rangers, but I guess nobody cares. I guess his powers just don't mean anything because he's the idiot. But he's not the idiot. He's an idiot, but he's actually pretty smart. And he found the actual robber and saved the day. And he is white. Good on you, sis.
Is he white?
Now, what I don't like is when he was explaining how he did it all himself and how the actual person was guilty, and they all just dip out and leave. And it's like, haha, I get it. It's because he rambles a lot and it can be dumb sometimes. But what it actually ended up reading as is them not wanting to hear why their prejudice was wrong. Now, alongside the whole prejudice thing, SPD continues it with one of the biggest storylines so early on, that being the Sam two-parter. Sam is a boy that gets picked on by kids the same age as him because of the powers that he has. Which is so weird in the context of this series. Like, we're in a world where humans and aliens are living with each other. Sure, there's some animosity here and there, but in the opening bullying scene of Sam Part 1, we literally see a dude with a whole bee head amongst all the other humans. Like, bro, I know you not talking.
Look at the top of his head.
It's strange to me that having powers, quote unquote, is seen as something to poke fun at in this universe where literally anyone that isn't just a straight up human has something to them. And I also don't like how heavy-handed the Rangers go into exposition mode, trying to wink nudge to the audience that them all having powers and being chosen as Rangers is something to be thinking about.
It's no coincidence. Y'all have powers. We're all here at the Academy. Power Rangers.
SPD Power Rangers to the rescue.
Like, yeah, I know, I suppose that is rather strange. What would Mr. Krabs say? I suppose that is rather sad.
Yes, I suppose that is rather sad.
Like, yeah, we could have gleaned that, or maybe it could have just been written better. It just didn't come out right hearing it spoken out loud. Like, it was just being set up way too hard.
Then I found myself alone, and this scary-looking creature coming towards me. Who you calling a goon?
I will appreciate, though, that this two-parter gives a lot for Z to do. One of my favorites, and not just because she's yellow. Though it do play a part, you know, it do play a little bit of a part as it usually does.
I don't want to hurt you. I just want to talk.
Z's disdain for Sam being discriminated against because of his powers prompts her to look after him, leaving the team behind at times to assure his well-being. What's crazy is Sam meddles with a fight they're dealing with by using his powers. I think Sam is meddling with my throat. What's crazy is Sam meddles with a fight they're dealing with by using his powers, and then when Z acknowledges that he has something to do with a disappearance that very clearly makes sense, they don't believe her. Or at least Sky doesn't believe her. Bro's a villain in more ways than one.
That small boy is somehow involved in this.
Speculation.
It's more than speculation.
We use our powers for good, not evil.
And what if he doesn't know the difference yet?
I don't like this, dude. They literally just did this with Bridge an episode prior, and you'd think they'd have learned from it because they trust his powers in helping them with the investigation in this episode. But when Z has something to say, they don't want to hear it. Like, what is y'all's problem? I love this two-parter, but this kind of thing happening back to back is annoying.
If you really believe that the Trubians are your friends, then do what you have to.
What's funny to me is Z finds Sam and tries to talk with him going, I'm just like you, you know, I know what it's like to want friends so bad. And then the Rangers catch up with her.
Hey, Z!
No, stay there.
But then when they do, Sam is like, you lied to me, you already have friends. Meanwhile, his idea of her having friends came from Jack running up and going, Z, get your tail away.
At least be
Go
there.
The Sam two-parter really goes to show that what you perceive, what you trust, and who, a lot of the time comes down to who you come in contact with first. It's who you learn from, especially in times of sorrow. You're most easily manipulated when vulnerable.
This is Jack. He's an old friend. He has powers too. Show him, Jack.
After the Rangers learned that their parents were exposed to some form of radiation while working at SPD, giving supernatural powers to their children, Z springs into action harder than before and manages to get Sam on their side.
It's Bogglesworth. You catch him, and they'll all change back.
Guys, I found Sam.
Seeing how quickly he spills so much info on Mora and her whereabouts was heartwarming, because that's exactly what children do when they trust you.
I just want to be like everybody else.
I know, but we're not like everybody else.
From now on, I'm only gonna help people.
I think Sam's actor is also just an exceptional actor, which can be very rare for kid actors in Power Rangers. Yeah, I'm looking right at you, youth of America.
A little faith in humanity. In the youth of America.
Got it, great.
You got a lot of friends here.
Yeah, I guess I do. But you guys are kind of old.
Unrelated, but I've always found the judgment mechanic and the SPD morphers both fun and also hilarious. Like, just the thought that someone could hold up a little phone and it's telling me the results of your innocence ending up being the deciding factor on whether you die or not. It's so incredibly absurd, it cracks me up. And I know they get trapped in a car adapter, but to be honest, is there even really a difference?
Is this guy still wild and wacky?
Yeah, more like racist and evil.
Who you calling a...
Thought I'd wander down and see if Commander Krueger was around.
At 4 a.m.? Whatever.
Taking a second to highlight the acting again, the ADR while morphed can still be a little bit hit or miss, but while just out and about, it's so good, especially in moments of tension.
He was wandering around the command... I don't have to answer to you. Sky, take him back to his quarters. The command center is off limits to all unauthorized personnel.
Jack and Sky got their own thing happening, but when Jack gets challenged by somebody else, somebody new, dog, that is a sight to see, and I love seeing it. It feels so real. This moment right here, where they're just eating breakfast, and Z notices that Sid has a yellow fruit cup, so she switches it out for a pink one while Bridge is talking. Just brilliant, dude. I love this show so much.
I owe you an apology. I don't want to hear it. You don't understand friendships. Sir, she's a girl. I know it would have made a difference fighting those goons.
Who you calling a goon?
Play with us.
You're kidding. D-level game. Well, maybe if you spent more time with the team, you could enlighten us. How come they get new bikes?
Something wrong with your bike, Sky?
You don't understand friendships. Okay, Sky, but you over here drinking toilet bowl cleaner, bro. Do not start with me. You know, originally I wasn't going to discuss the episode Idol, but it's so rich in character, and also the fact that it involves a dude that snuck into the base to plan an assassination on Krueger is insane. Sky throughout the show is having to confront his relationships with people, make his own judgments, and face the consequences of rash actions, and Idol is the perfect example of that. Allowing his former friend to roam around without assessing the strange nature of his reappearance, only for him to plan an assault on the commander. This episode is so good and does a lot, not just for Sky, but for the relationship between him and Jack.
Academy regulations are meant for everybody. Even self-righteous, pig-headed, ego-driven...
Geeky, pencil-neck, poor excuse for a human.
What are you laughing at?
Are you laughing at me?
We were just...
May I remind you that you're in an SPD control room, and I expect you to act accordingly.
Krueger been through a lot. He fought a war that resulted in the loss of his family, and the recurring dreams of this loss caused him to start acting out against his own squads, unaware of his past.
You cannot comply with my request, then I suggest you take your childish behavior elsewhere.
Wait a minute.
The show takes no time ramping up the ante, with the very being that took so much from Krueger leading troops against his home planet, finding his way back to Earth just to taunt him and challenge him to come out. It's hard watching him recount his history. Like, you can see in the performance and hear in his voice the pain he's experienced, vowing to never fight again due to the trauma.
I know this brings up a lot of memories for you, but running from them won't.
I am not running from them.
Then why didn't you tell the Rangers everything?
His loss prompts him to send the Rangers against his enemy to relieve him of having to deal with it himself out of a suppressed fear. It gets heated too, and I love how hard they dig at it, with Krueger and Kat getting into an argument over the well-being of the Rangers. She was for real clocking his tea, and you can tell he wasn't having it.
I suggest you leave my sight while you can.
Stubborn old dog. Resisting what you fear can only bring it into existence.
Ouch!
The situation is so crazy that the Rangers end up confronting Krueger about his strange behavior and him not relaying the full extent of harm that Binog, his foe, is intending on inflicting. Even Kat gets in on the action, taking matters into her own hands, being that Krueger appears too stubborn to handle things accordingly.
Can't blame yourself.
You were overrun at your position.
You had your squad to defend.
Your planet was at stake.
The acting, I'll say it again, is extraordinary here on everyone's end. It's a command base full of cadets under one commander, but everyone still has a heart, and the B Squad is quick to reassure Krueger that no blame should be put onto him, especially with the circumstances he was faced with. After Binog captures Kat, Krueger steps in, picking his blade back up and wielding an emergency morpher constructed for him by Kat. Dude, the aura farming is insane.
SPD emergency!
We get this huge fight, Krueger against all these different Crybots. Hey, do you think Kingdom Hearts 2 stole this, or do you think Deca Rangers stole this? Who do you think did this first? Well, I mean, I guess you could literally look at the dates and see what came out first. But what do you think happened first? And does it make sense? Man, never mind.
You have taken my wife, Icinia. But now, your day of reckoning has come.
The magnitude of Kat's capturing sends ripples. Not only does Krueger send the Rangers to protect the city against a relevant threat, but he goes in alone to rescue Kat while under a time limit that I guess will take her out if not handled in the allotted time. He puts the utmost faith in the Rangers on their mission as well as himself to get the job done alone, something he struggled to do back when defending his home planet, conquering his fear by challenging it head on with everything on the line. Should he have fallen, he'd be gone, Kat will be gone, and the Rangers left without an explanation, and his morpher was kept a secret until the battle's end.
You can't beat us!
One of the rawest Ranger debuts of all time to this very day. You can't step to him. This ending shot alone should be illustration enough of just the kind of tone and heart SPD was going for. It's incredible how heartwarming the Shadow two-parter is. Krueger's reawakening as a warrior and the teamwork needed to bring in the being that sought only to hurt. The Rangers giving everything they possibly could to save the planet, and their commander's state of mind, all culminating in a victory and one extra Ranger added to their arsenal. Power Rangers SPD is truly a league of its own. Even on a rewatch, it continues to surprise me with how far they're willing to go with a lot of these themes, how just deep they're willing to go into the trauma of a character and pushing towards a resolution. I could not be any more excited for this retrospective, and it's going to be so crazy going on forward.
Forever! Enjoy!
Whew, y'all, it's been a minute. Let me thank my Patreon members: Alicia, Austin, Autistic Disney, Caroline, Chaco, D Cool, Ian, Jake, Judy, Luke, Manny, Matt, Megley, Trey Flynn, Quasar, Ziza, all my Patreon members, and then also my YouTube members. Some of y'all are like overlapping at Patreon and YouTube, so you're gonna probably see your name twice from now on. Just know it's also your YouTube username, so like I know some of y'all have some like crazy like numbers and letters and stuff. that's what that is. Eric Danielson, Caroline, of course, Melinda, Sean, Megley, and Andy Jansen. Y'all are amazing. You like this new layout for the little, and man, whatever. It's been a minute. I appreciate you guys for staying here, being with me. It's been a lot that's been going on. But we're trying to get back on the train now. I can't believe it's been months since the last SPD in real time, but I'm looking forward to continuing SPD. We are finishing SPD 100%. This is the same thing that happened with Overdrive, where it was like, I think Overdrive took the span of a year. It should not be the same with SPD. So thank you guys so much for boarding my Rainbow Line. I'll see you guys at the next stop. See you.